China's biggest annual political meeting is a tightly scripted chance to project confidence in its economy. On Friday, though, Foreign Minister Wang Yi turned his focus to the United States, blaming Washington for raising tensions and disrupting global trade.
As a Chinese saying goes, if one's action fails, look for the reason within oneself. The US should go over what has actually happened. What have you achieved from tariffs and trade wars these years?
Wang called U.S. tariffs arbitrary and irresponsible. Since returning to office, Trump has sharply raised tariffs on China, accusing Beijing of unfair trade practices and threatening U.S. industries. He's also pulled back from global institutions. China has seized the opportunity, portraying itself as a defender of international cooperation.
Imagine if every country emphasized their own priority and believed in strength and status. The world would fall back into the law of the jungle.
Even as Wang called for stability, he repeated China's threats against the much smaller Taiwan. In recent months, China has stepped up military drills near the self-ruled island. Despite the tough messaging this week, analysts say Beijing is treading carefully.
They have to appear strong in front of the domestic audience, and therefore you can sort of see the rhetoric coming up. But seasoned observers are looking for the real actions that are carried out rather than the rhetoric.
Although China has responded to Trump with its own tariffs, it appears to be careful not to escalate tensions with the U.S. leader it sees as unpredictable.
This is something that the Chinese authorities, even up to now, has difficulties in managing because they are much more used to stable, well-known sort of entities and operating procedures so that they can plan in advance.
That unpredictability leaves Beijing with few certainties about what comes next. With tensions rising, China must decide whether to hold back or hit back harder. Bill Gallo, VOA News, Seoul, South Korea.